Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So I'm on with a flip through of all of the gardening journals that I've been working on. So firstly, I thought I would explain the inspiration behind that project, which is this journal. Now, you would have seen this recently because this is the journal I've been working in to do my personal gardening journaling. This is a journal that I made a couple of years ago for another project on my channel. And it was just sitting around. I decided to drag it out and use it for my personal journaling, and I absolutely love using it. It's so scrappy that I don't feel like I'm going to ruin it if I stick things in it and write in it, and I've just been having a ball in it, and that's what really inspired me to make the set of journals that I've just made. Just been having a ball in it, and I found that just having the occasional coloured paper or botanical picture helped me sort of theme and put colours together in here. So what I decided to do, as you know, was make this set of 12 journals. Now there's this one which I went a bit off with the sewing on, and so I've decided to keep this one for myself, and this one's got a vegetable theme, so this is going to be for my vegetable, documenting my vegetable growing for the season. Now it's just gone spring here in Australia, so I've got some veggies in the garden now, and I'll be putting a whole heap in very soon, so it's going to be great to be able to take notes of how they all go and pictures and put them in here. And then I'll keep going in this one for like my flowers and shrubs and that sort of thing. And then I thought if I have a whole heap more, I can put them in my Etsy and finally get my Etsy up. Yay! But if they don't sell, I've got like enough to keep me going for the rest of my life now with documenting my garden. So that's the plan. So underneath this video there will be chapters. I've numbered all the journals on my Etsy and I have them numbered here. So underneath the video there will be numbers for the journals too. So if you don't want to see the flip through for every journal, but there's one you want to have a closer look at, you can just go to the journal number and have a look at the flip through for that one. Now regarding my Etsy, do contact me if you're international and you're interested in buying something. At the moment I've only got things listed for postage in Australia, but I of course would post internationally, but just contact me and I'll look up a price for you. Also, anyone, if you want to buy more than one item, contact me before you go to payment, and because I'm willing to combine postage of course, so we'll work out postage before you pay as well. Okay, so let's get into this. So as you know, they're quite scrappy and plain journals with quite a few recycled bits and pieces in. So there might be some dog ears or creases. My cutting's not perfect, so there might be some rough edges and that. That is reflected in the price, I reckon. I like to be transparent about these things, so I'll point out any bits and pieces that I have noticed for you. But yes, I have this big pile here. I'll just put them over there. So this is journal number 1. So take that out for now. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through or else it will take forever. So I've put in each one, in the front pocket, I've put some of this graph paper which came out of a garden journal that I bought at the second-hand store. I think it's great to have some graph paper in there to do a plan of your garden area. So you've got your tea-dyed paper, coloured paper, some book page, pocket. Now this was stuck on just to cover up some text that was on that page. Now there's the pocket page. Now in there you've got your, I will give you a look at what is in the envelope. Now every journal has an envelope like this tucked in your pocket page. It has similar items in there, basically the same number of items, the same sort of items, just the pictures will vary. So they're sort of like little journaling cards that I have backed. They'd be backed with old book page or plain paper, and they're just botanical pictures. And then there's a couple of your Tim Holtz stitch slots. I think these would be awesome stuck into gardening journals, because I think you could stick them in and put your plant tags or things like that in there. Another journaling card. The journaling cards will vary in size slightly. This is tea-dyed paper that I've stamped on, and I've got a stamp that says "From the Garden of," so you can cut around it a bit neater. I just did a rough cut. Couple of labels, because on the front of my journal I have a label, so you could stick the label on the front if you want, but I thought I'd leave that for you to do. A couple of labels that I have with Hand Grown and My Garden. Well, not labels, just some stamped words. Now these come from the Stitched Slots die set as well, and I think you usually stick them on the front like that, but what I did was cut out of the suspension file folder, but you can use them as labels anywhere in the journal, and then I cut some botanical ones as well that you can use on here or elsewhere as well. And then a circle card, so you can use them in the journal or elsewhere, it's up to you. I just thought I'd put some stuff in for a bit of inspiration or to mess around with. And of course you can reuse this envelope in the journal. I thought the craft colour goes nicely in a gardening journal, that's why I put that in there. So yeah, that just sits nicely in this pocket page. So backed the pocket page is on tea-dyed paper. So music page, you've got your lunch bag in there, and in the lunch bag everyone's got a piece of lined paper that also came out of a gardening journal. So that's just a page that I have backed. Now this one was quite big, so I have folded it up so there's a pocket there too. That's the envelope pocket. And I just covered over the text. It's the middle page, which is backed so it can be written on. And then of course just the other side of everything I've shown you. Pocket. Now with the lunch bag, it's a pocket up here that you can slip some paper into, or a big tag. Pocket there, pocket page, so flip out, so that's number one. Now this is number two. Now with this one, there are a few scratches, but it depends which way the light's shining on the cover. This was the inside page of a magazine. So most of the time you can't notice, it just depends on which way the light's shining. And that's the back. Again, you've got your graph paper, pocket. Now with this one, you might be able to see it's a little dark there. I stuck a piece of botanical paper there because there was just a line of text. So I covered up the text. Now the glue must have reacted with this magazine page, and just some black ink has sort of come through just a little bit there. I don't think it looks too bad though, so. And some journals have a page number on occasion, which doesn't bother me. I figure when you stick things on all right, you won't notice it so much. Little pocket. There's your paper bag with your lined paper in it. There's your goodie bag, or goodie envelope, I should say, in your pocket page. Envelope, pocket. Now that one's a different kind of envelope, so it's got your thumb notch there. There's the middle page, which has been backed. The other side of the envelope. Now, a couple of them were windowed envelopes and the other ones aren't windowed envelopes. So the windowed ones had a bit of text or whatever up there, so I've just covered that area. It's the other side of the pocket page. Other side of the bag. Just covered the text up there. Now again, it must have been this page, the glue reacted. Now this didn't happen in everyone, it was just certain magazine pages, I think. So you can just see some of the black ink. But again, I don't think it looks that bad. I kind of like the effect, so each to their own. That is just botanical page. Now I didn't bother covering the back because I liked the picture on both sides with that one. There's the flip out. Now I think we've missed a page there. The flip out. So it's number 2. So number 3 is this beautiful blue one. I love that picture. Pocket. Page. Now this one's got a little bit of washi just because I felt it was a bit more of a brittle page, so I just added some washi to reinforce it. Beautiful. Love the yellow with the yellow there. Pocket. There's a goodie envelope in the pocket page. The bag with the lined paper. Envelope pocket. Middle page that's backed. That side's backed. That side's not because that had a nice picture on it. I was thinking, what have I done there? But that side was all text and that side has that beautiful picture. The other side of the envelope. Other side of the paper bag. Page pocket, flip, beautiful irises, so that's number 3. Number 4, it's quite a retro picture, that one. So again, just covered up some text there, and see that one didn't bleed through. So it was obviously the ink that was used on the magazine. Pocket. Beautiful page. Again, I used some washi tape to reinforce there and love the yellow with the yellow again. Pocket. Goodie envelope in pocket page. Some of the pictures aren't completely in focus. That's just the way some of them are in these sorts of books. I don't mind because I still love the colours. I hope you don't mind either. Lined paper in bag. Envelope pocket. Middle page. Envelope pocket again. Other side of bag. Get that out. As I said, I didn't want to put a lot of tags in that in all the pockets. I figure with a gardening journal, the user wants to fill it up with stuff, so I wanted to put lots of pockets in but not fill them up with stuff. So other side of pocket page. Love the colours on that one. Flip. Now this page has a number down there. Number 4. This is number 5. It's got a beautiful garden gate. Graph paper, pocket. Now I haven't even measured them or said the amount of pages, but I'm doing that many, you'd be able to count them as we go. I shall put the amount and the measurements in the Etsy descriptions anyway. There's the goodie envelope in the pocket page there. It's always something I forget. Beautiful page. I like that one against the purple page there. Beautiful irises pocket there. And there's lined paper in our paper bag. Envelope pocket. It's our middle page of the statue. It's envelope pocket again. It's a paper bag. Now with this paper bag, I was cutting along the top and then cutting down there, and you'd see a bit of the bag there. So with this one, I cut along and then I tore the bag there, thinking that might be better. However, it tore the bag up here a little bit. So you'll see that if you get this one, but it hasn't seemed to weaken the bag that much at all. So it's still effective. So I do apologise for that. So I said I'd rather be transparent. They are pretty rough. Now, where was I up to? I think I was about here, other side of the pocket page. There's my flip out. So that one's number 5. This one's number 6. Garden Gate. I love that picture. It's real old, but I just think it's beautiful. Pocket. Beautiful picture. Again, I love the colour up against the purple. And my little pockets again. Love this picture too. It's a great way of using up all those pictures. Middle page. That was a number 6. So we're getting there. Number 7, another old retro one. A bit of washi to reinforce. Covered up the text there and it didn't bleed through. Beautiful pocket page. And nasturtiums, I must get some more of them. I love having them wandering around my vegetables. That's the middle page, and again I didn't have to back that one because it had quite a pretty picture on the other side. So you can see there's a bit of creasing there. On some of these pages there is a bit of creasing in that because they were recycled papers. But I don't mind. I almost prefer using that sort of stuff in my personal journals especially, and especially something like this where I tend to stick a lot of stuff in. I tend to reach for that sort of thing before I reach for my pretty new papers and that. It depends on the theme though, really, doesn't it? So flip out. So that's number 7. Number 8, nice and bright and cheery, this one. And I'd like to thank everyone that's been following along with these series and all the lovely comments. I wasn't sure about putting up this series because they are so basic and scrappy, you know, but sometimes it's nice to do something that is basic and scrappy because there are so many sort of intricate, busy journals up there, and sometimes it's nice to go back and realise that it's okay to make something basic and scrappy. It doesn't have to be full of stuff and amazing all the time. I feel a lot of pressure a lot of the time, especially because I am on YouTube, that I have to make these amazing things, and you know, it can get overwhelming because I'm not very experienced. So it's nice to know that people do enjoy watching things like this being made. So I do really appreciate all your lovely comments. So yeah, again, reinforced with the washi tape. Beautiful irises. I tend to grab a lot of the iris pages. I've only got one iris plant in my yard. I must put some more out there, I think. I'm going to have to get eating some more HelloFresh, so I've got more of the HelloFresh envelopes rather than having to use windowed ones than these. Got some little bits of paper stuck in there. Pocket page. So that's number 8. Number 9. I love this picture. Covered up the text again there. It was mainly the green pages that seemed to have a bit of text, but I was desperate to have green papers in here, and I didn't have any other green paper. I probably have green cardstock in that, but I didn't want to use like new green cardstock in that, so I love that picture too. Now this one, I have put the washi tape down the spine and as well as down the bottom here because I did fold it up. It was quite a big page, so I folded it up to create a pocket here. I was worried about it being a little brittle, so I added washi tape down here as well. There's the other pocket side of the pocket page. Flip out. There was a little bit of text there as well, and you can see the number there. So that was number 9. Number 10 is my rose theme journal. Now with this one, I must have gone just off center with this, just a tad, so you can see where that the binding has gone there, which is a little unfortunate. It doesn't look too crooked here, but it does in the book a little bit. But it still holds together fine and everything. It's got beautiful pictures in it. There must have been some text there. Beautiful picture. page. It's a centre page. It's the other side of the pocket page. It's a flip out. And of course the little goodie envelope in this one, the botanical pictures in there are rose themed as well for that one. So that's number 10. And then the last one is my other vegetable themed one. I think when I make some more of these sometime, I'll do a whole lot of vegetable themed ones because I really like the way that looks. Weird but true. So that's number 11. So my parsnip pocket. So that's the goodie envelope and the pocket page. And vegetables. The center page. And so that one is number 11. So that is it for my garden journals. So that was a fun project actually. I really enjoyed that. I love using all those botanicals, and I reckon I'll make more of them in the future. Try and refine them a bit more next time, but that was a good scrappy project. So yeah, much enjoyed that. So as I said, if you're interested in any of them at all, my Etsy is linked down below. So take care of yourself, behave, and I will see you again soon. Bye.